So we are on to chapter 11, I believe.
Yeah.
Chapter 11.
Yes,
Chapter
sir.
11. Awesome. So in the last chapter, the last episode, you guys were able to go ahead and actually track down a Nimblewright that you've been trying to find for quite some time. And in the process, in finding and destroying the Nimblewright down at the Dockward, you ended up getting a map, the actual Nimblewright itself, that had some sort of map along with it that took you out to the trade war. Uh, and on the map was just a little X with just a name, something you hadn't recognized prior, but it said Fenris Storm Castle. And so you went ahead and you decided to pay Fenris a visit. And in the process, you found absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Seemed like this person, base that he was at, was completely destroyed, completely ransacked, and there was no actual. But in the process, when you were looking over Fenris's location and kind of trying to figure out what actually happened, you actually ended up getting a meeting a new person. One of the open lords of Waterdeep came out and told you a little bit of what was going on. It seems like they've also been catching wind of a bit of pretty much everything that was happening. It was Oral ended up telling you guys that Fenris had probably been taken away from everything that she was able to find by the actual Xanathar. Um, and she told you that they have a bit of a base, a bit of a hideout, actually down in the sewers. And so that's where we kind of let off. Was you guys had getting or been provided a little bit of information as to where the actual entrance of the sewer could actually be, which would be kind of more a little bit north of where you all currently were. I don't remember, so correct me if I'm wrong. You may have traveled past this, but to my knowledge and understanding, you guys were trying to make your way up towards where the sewer entrance actually was, and I don't think we made it in there quite yet.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're like on our way there
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So it was a little bit north of actual Troll Skull Alley, kind of closer to the Fuel Ward, up in that area.
Does anybody remember what time it was? I'm assuming it's either midday or a little after at this point.
Yeah, about middle of the day at this point. I guess if we were to say anything, probably like right around that noon time.
Well,
Okay.
gentlemen, if we're heading into a den of thieves, if we needed to become prepared, now would be the time. Does anyone need
Oh
to?
yeah, we just got done with a short rest. That's when we quit.
Yeah.
We were on our way and we just got done with a short rest. Okay. Yeah, I already fully healed and did all that, so I'm good.
Does anyone need any supplies on the way?
Hmm.
No, I think I'm good.
I think I should be okay.
Same.
Okay. Well, we should probably hurry then. If he's been taken by a guild of thieves, then no doubt that they're questioning him now if they haven't already brought him to the little brood. If we're dealing with what we can only assume is potentially a beholder buried in those sewers, this could be even worse.
Yeah. Let's get the move on.
Okay. So are you guys just gonna try to find in the approximate general direction an entrance to the sewer of some sort, by the sounds of it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Try to find someplace covered so we're not spotted going into the sewers.
Okay, cool. So I mean, the sewer system is pretty vast in Waterdeep. the entrance that Elora told you about is kind of one of the more popular ones that people see coming and going. It is in kind of the shadier part as you go further and further north in Waterdeep. And as you start to kind of make your way up towards the actual field ward, that's where it's a little bit, I guess, poorer of an area of town. So there's a lot of people, but that's kind of where you feel like a lot of the doings would kind of happen with the Zenithar. It's not in a necessarily prosperous part of town. So no one's going to really kind of turn a eye over towards anyone that's doing any sort of crime or anything like that. So from everything that you can guess, you could probably get into the sewer without much notice.
As we're going, can we see any... Is there any heavy traffic or any individuals, going in a specific location? Somebody we could recognize as a potential member of the Zenithar?
Go ahead and make a perception check if you're going to be trying to actually identify any one person or people.
13?
13. Okay. So you don't notice a whole lot of people coming and going from any one area. But looking down the actual road and the alleyway that you're kind of going down, all of a sudden you kind of see, kind of at the top of the hill, 3 pretty young-looking children seem to be trying to pilfer or do something with an actual cart, a little merchant cart, almost like a little food stall. Almost seems like they're trying to rummage through it. Seems a little bit out of place.
Can I sneak up on them so they don't see me and potentially confront them without a bunch of other people noticing? I don't want to, alert everyone that we've seen that, but I kind of want to confront them individually or silently.
Okay. You could. I would just need an actual stealth check with that.
Okay.
And if anyone wants to go with Kai, I would need additional stealth checks from anyone else.
17.
I got disadvantage, so I'm good. I'm gonna hang back.
Anyone else going with?
I'll try to go with. Do a stealth check. 19.
Damn.
Let's go.
Good
Sneaky
rolls.
snicks.
Stealthy. I'm a stealthy boy.
And then Foghorn and Abraxos, you guys are just going to kind of be at the bottom of the hill still, just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. So the kids are completely sort of distracted with actually going through the cart. It seems like they're just kind of ripping stuff out and throwing it overhead. 2 of you end up rightly sneaking up on them without much notice. There's 3 kids, and they all seem to have their hands and kind of heads kind of buried in some part of the actual cart itself.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sneak up on the 2 closer ones, and then just kind of reach out and put my hands on their shoulders. I'm assuming they're somewhere between 10 and 15, maybe, or younger, maybe.
Actual age of the kids?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of in the preteen / early teenage years at this point.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of silently sneak up behind them and just put my shoulders on the first 2 and say, "Anything? Anything special you found in here? Anything interesting? Just, and kind of grasp them firmly, but, not alerting anyone when I'm talking. Just so I can, just, kind of like, the older, senior voice, like, yeah, you've been caught, but I'm not gonna oust you yet.
What are you doing over here, Sonny?
Because
kids.
I want information, but I don't, I want them to know they've been caught, but, they haven't been ousted yet, kind of just get their attention and, get a little bit of fear, but not like have them jump and run and then have like guards chase after them.
Okay. Cool. And then, Tenach, what exactly are you doing? Well, because you were able to sneak up on them as well.
Smack him on the back of the neck.
I was gonna prepare my necklace of fireballs, but somebody told me no. But I'll just wait to see what happens with them. What Kai's doing, I'll just wait.
Okay, so just kind of hang back close.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang back for now. And I guess, yeah, that's it. Hang back and see what happens.
Okay.
I'll wait for their reaction.
Cool. So, as this happens, as you go ahead and put it on your shoulders, it startles the kids, obviously, and in the process, they go to stand up and try to run and actually kick away 2 blocks, 2 chucks that were holding the wheels of the actual cart, kind of rolling off. And the cart starts to actually roll downhill with one of the kids actually on it from the other side. He ends up screaming at the top of his lungs, "Watch out!" as the cart is just rolling down the hill, picking up quite a bit of speed. Basically, it's not that big of an alleyway, so it's going straight at Tenach and Foghorn. Pretty simple. You're gonna fly away.
I'm just gonna go straight up. So
straight up. I'll give you a dexterity check with advantage.
okay.
Is the one kid still in the cart?
He's still on the cart.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trying to hold on tight as the cart's just kind of rolling down the hill.
Would I have had an opportunity, if I saw the cart, leaving and somebody in it, I probably would have tried to, or Kai would have tried to grab him and yank him out of the cart, or at least get on there and to get him out.
So the way that they
or is
were, you
it-
snuck up on the 2 kids. He was on the other side of the cart.
Oh, okay. So just nix that then.
Yeah, and then Abraxos, I'll need to know what you're gonna try to do.
Okay,
Cool.
because you said Tenach. That's why I was gonna ask. I was like, do you mean?
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so he's definitely out. All right. I don't know. I kind of want to be stupid.
Hey, I'm trying to get stupid too. Let's go, baby.
Can I roll to attempt to stop it? Like it's just barreling towards it. Can I like try to stop it on my own?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay, let's see. Let's just get fucking silly with it. See what happens. Okay. Hold on. Where are you? This one, right? Yeah. 4. Love it. You love to see it.
Getting out of the way. Like,
All right.
Okay. So
Hell
So
yeah.
as I fly up into the air, I give a middle feather to the child who's on it, and then I just start laughing as I see what's about to ensue.
That's fucking great.
yeah, so as Foghorn just immediately lifts up without any sort of hesitation, You seem to get a pretty good stance, bury your feet into the actual dirt of the alleyway. You seem to brace yourself, and the cart more or less just ends up hitting you and knocks you back about 15 feet straight onto your back. In the process, you end up taking... Oh, I hope that's not right. Okay, thankfully that's not the right die. You take...
Takes 97 physical damage.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Thankfully not. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's fucking nothing.
Yeah. I rolled 2d10 on accident. It was like... But... So you get flown back, and as it hits you, the cart kind of starts to wobble and actually topples over. And apples actually start spilling all over the ground at this point, all around you. It seems like the kids were trying to pilfer something from an apple cart. But apples just kind of lay in ruins. The one kid, seemingly fine, but startled, just gets up and is just kind of looking around trying to find what he could do next.
How far did the cart roll away from where we originally were when it was stationary? From where the cart was stationary before, about how far did it careen out of control before it made contact with Abraxos and what I assume is the end of a wall?
So it didn't end up hitting a wall. It went down the hill about 25 feet.
Okay.
Ended up hitting Abraxos, and in the process ended up kind of going off kilter and spilled over onto its side. In that process, it skid about another 10 feet, so altogether 35 feet from where you were.
Okay. So, and you said the child that was in the cart is kind of scampering out.
He's more so bewildered, not exactly sure what to
Okay.
take from it, as he wasn't expecting to go on a bit of a joyride.
So in a single turn, I can walk or run up to 35 feet without dashing. Am I able to run up to him and just kind of... I'm assuming it's a smaller child. I can just run up and scoop him up.
Yeah, we're not in any sort of combat
Okay.
at all necessarily right now. So you could go ahead and try to run up on the kid. He would have an opportunity to try to like run away,
Okay.
depending on what you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to scoop him up before this all results in a crazy situation. I'm assuming there's now a cart full of apples on the side in the middle of the street, so that if that doesn't attract guards, I'll be shocked. So I just kind of want to scoop him up, and potentially get some information in exchange for not handing him over to the police. So, we can move forward, and then kind of what I was trying to do with the other two before they dipped.
Well, the other two kids were still there. They were trying to get away.
Oh, okay, so I still have...
Yeah, in the
Oh, okay.
process, when they were trying to get away and you kind of had them, that's when they kicked the chucks off and the cart started.
Ah, gotcha.
So
Okay, so
unless you actively let go of those kids, they are still there.
Okay. I'm going to grab them both by their collars of their clothing and just kind of pull them away. Say, come along, little ones. We have some questions for you. Unless you want to be in a prison cell this afternoon. And I'm going to just kind of look at everyone else and kind of motion grab the other one and get the hell out of the middle of the street.
Yeah, I'll grab the other one and start running towards Kai. Yeah, I'll try and grab the other one.
Okay. There are a few off branches actually from the alleyway that you're actually in. Do you want to stay close or kind of just head as far away as you possibly can get? Where exactly are we going?
kind of out of sight, just, as quickly as we can, because I'm assuming now everybody's like, oh, there's a tipped over apple cart in the middle of the street in this big mess. What's going on? And I'm just like, nope, I don't want any part of that. And, all we're looking for is answers and a bit of information. And, kind of, we sort of caused this, I guess. Maybe not the stealing part, but caused this series of events that resulted in this accident. So,
Hey, real quick, Balsamic, these wouldn't happen to be the same type of kids before back in when our first session or two with the baked goods, would it?
It could be.
Yeah. Then you know what? If it is, fuck them kids. I don't care.
I didn't say whether we decided to give them to the cops yet. I just said we were pulling them away temporarily.
I'm just saying, if it's the same kids, fuck them kids. I'm just putting it out there.
Yo, I was ready to turn into a bear. Like I was just gonna go.
Oh my god. No kill like overkill.
Okay, yeah, so it is the same kids from
Fry 'em.
previous with the baked goods that tricked you with some baked goods, some tasty sweets. Yeah, these are the same kids from what you can tell.
Well. Look how the turntables have.
I've come to return your bread. And I pull it out of my pocket.
This damn bread.
I've been sitting on that bad boy for a long time.
Oh god. Thing has to be hard to steal at this point.
Those old crusty ass
Moldy
at this
bread.
point. They
His new
pull out of
weapon.
the back of your pocket.
Yep.
So, of the ones that you were able to grab, Kai, you do have a pretty lanky, what you would perceive to be pre-teen, actual girl at this point in one of your hands, and the other one is again about a pre-teen, that is a bit rough around the edges. Seems like that they might be homeless or something. But they both seem pretty scared at this point of what's happening, and both trying to struggle out of your grasp. Who ended up grabbing the third person? You did? Okay. So the third one seems to be older, and he's wearing an eye patch and seems to have a small bow about him, with on his back a toy quiver and toy arrows. Doesn't seem to be anything that can necessarily defend himself. But the one actual girl seems to be doing sign language of some sort and isn't really screaming or speaking at all, while the other two boys are actually trying to struggle, saying, get your hands off me, as you take them into a back alleyway, because they're not exactly sure what exactly is going on with everything.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Lift up the kid's eye patch and poke him in the eye.
Nice.
With what? There's nothing under it.
Maybe not. Maybe
just
it's
a
the sore
void.
eye.
It's just a dark void.
Put one of the toy arrows into it.
We're gonna end up killing half the city by the end of this campaign.
Yeah, I mean, the goal was
Why
to
not?
keep it under 60%. We're fine.
All right, little ones.
Kids are born every day. Do what you want.
Exactly. It's population control. They were coming right for us.
Self-defense. Anyway, little ones. I know you have to eat, but What do you think you're doing in broad daylight? Not the smartest thing in the world, I must admit. Perhaps pick a less obvious target next time. And I'm gonna just push them down so they're seated on the ground as I kind of kneel in front of them. Now, I'm not going to hurt you. And I'll consider not handing you over to the city guard. But I need you to do something for me. I need some information. We're looking for a group of people you might be aware of. And if you help me, not only will I let you go, but I'll give you a little coin so that you don't have to steal from anyone for a while. How does that sound? I'm going to look over at the older of the three as well.
He looks at you with one eye.
And a toy arrow.
And a toy arrow that may or may not be sticking out of this void, and
Focus on
doesn't
me.
have a void in his head. He doesn't have a void in his head. He's wearing an eye patch. But
Oh, there might be corn in it. Who knows?
God.
The other two aren't speaking as they are very young and at this point pretty frightened.
Okay.
What exactly is going on? It's not every day that you see this weird lot of people at this point. But the older boy, at this point, is still standing. Just looks over and just says, "No," asks, "What exactly are you looking for?"
Does the name Xanathar mean anything to you? Are you familiar with these people?
Name Xanathar means anything. Listen, just don't tell anyone. But and he looks around a bit and says, bring food to them for general goods to help our family.
I'm assuming you have a big family if you're trying to steal so much food.
Helps.
Well, and I'm going to pull out a couple gold coins. I'll give you this right now for helping me. And if you can tell me where these Xanathar are going, I'll give you another 2 gold coins. How does that sound?
He takes one of the gold coins that you're offering and lifts up his eye patch and kind of rubs his eye a little bit and writes down on it to go ahead and verify if it's actually real. In the process, he pockets it, puts his eye patch back on, and it says, Xanathar have a connection of sewer systems, and there's one pretty close. It's just a few blocks up, and you could go ahead and I can't take you there, but I can tell you where exactly it is. I
Can
just
I
want
pull
to
out
warn you,
the-
it is quite dark, and he just kind of moves his eye patch back and forth. And he goes, this helps me see down there.
I'm gonna pull out the map. Can you point to where it is on this map for us? The one that we...
The one that you ended up finding from the noble, right?
Yeah, that has kind of some of the street names on it, I'm assuming, or just a general layout of the area.
Yeah, so the actual map itself wasn't like a super extensive sort of map. It more so just told you a general area
Okay.
of where everything was. So the kid looks at it and just says, well, there's nothing down in the trade ward necessarily that I could go ahead and provide to you. But, I mean, again, it's pretty close. Are you familiar with the Hero Gardens? It's just a bit west of here. It's one of the few actual, I guess, shady places in all of Waterdeep, and go there. There's a lot of different alleyways. but one of them is just off in Kolskaz alley, and that's where the entrance is. It's tucked away from pretty much any sort of housing and pretty much anyone.
Excellent. Now, take these. And I know that stealing can be lucrative, but it's a game of chance. There's always a chance that you're going to get caught, like you did today. I'd like you to do a little bit better taking care of your younger siblings here. So I want you to take this, do what you can, clean yourself up, and try to find a job. I know there's a blacksmith up in the other parts of the city. He lost a helpful hand recently. He could certainly use a little bit of help. You tell him a delightful little band of curiously odd travelers sent you to him. It may spark his interest. So, I'd like you to at least try to do something a little bit less seedy. But I'm going to hand him the 2 gold coins.
Yeah, so at this point, the kid has quite a few gold coins in his possession. As he says, seems a bit safer for sure. And he looks over and just slowly shuffles off to his other 2 siblings and starts to do some sort of actual sign language to them. As they both stand up and kind of scurry behind him.
I'm gonna let the 2 little ones go and, fall after their older sibling. Be careful now. And try to stay away from apple carts, they're really heavy.
As noted from your friend that just got absolutely just kind of flattened by one.
I'm gonna point to Abraxos.
I have no words.
They look over at what's seemingly the big strong man of the group who failed to stop anything close to, or at least close to stopping the apple cart. At this point, there's definitely commotion happening in the general area. An apple cart flipped over and apples kind of spread everywhere. Some people are going out there trying to actually pick up the cart. Some people are just kind of picking apples off the ground and picking them actually into whatever bag they sort of have. But in the process, you hear members of the city guard that come, kind of camping up to the actual area and trying to disperse the crowd, telling everyone, move along, move along. As one person keeps saying, that's my cart, let me into my cart. But from the commotion that's happening, no one seems to take note of anyone coming in and out of any alleyways, as doesn't seem like there were too many witnesses to actually see what was happening in the process.
Wouldn't go that way, little ones. Maybe go the other direction. Otherwise you might get questioned. But try to stay away from the carts. And I'm gonna look to everybody else. We should probably go as well.
Yes.
Yes, we go.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. We leave. We go. Goodbye.
Yes.
And I'm gonna head in that general direction that the young boy was pointing us to. You said it was the Heroes Ward? What was it called? Heroes something?
Heroes Garden.
Heroes Garden.
Yeah. it's one of the few actual, like, I guess it would be kind of akin to what Central Park is to New York. Kind of in a absolute kind of urban sprawl of just houses, dirt and everything. There seems to be one sort of pristine area, actually amongst everything. And that would actually be the hero's garden itself.
Seems like a nice place to get lost or hide an entrance somewhere. We should take a look around and see if we can find anything. See if there's any sewer covers. We know we're looking for something below deck. Are there any, like, large covers that are easy enough to spot, or are they kind of hidden off out of the way of the garden features?
Large cover. What exactly do you?
Like a manhole cover, like an entrance to the sewers.
Got it. So from what the actual child was telling you, there's alleyways that kind of sprawl all around the actual hero garden.
Oh, okay.
The hero garden is a little bit bigger and it takes up a few different blocks. There are a couple that are tucked away. Because of all the traffic that kind of surrounds the actual garden, is again one of the few public gardens actually in the area that's outside of more of the like noble areas. It does garner a lot of traffic from kids, families, things like that, but not a lot of people want to stay in that area because of it. So off of one of the main streets, there is an alleyway that the kids kind of told you there was an entrance to. And it is just a generalized sewer system. Almost seems more so that there is a stone structure with a gate that kind of leads down some stairs. I get the feeling that, based on what you would know of just how people would come and go more easily in the area, that would be the way to actually make your way down to the actual sewers themselves.
This seems to be what the children were talking about. What do you think, gentlemen? Should we head this way, or...?
East.
You want to go?
Are there any markings that look out of place, like graffiti or hidden signs? Any markings of the Xanathar on the entrance?
So nothing of really note from there. The gate itself is locked, though. So you can't just easily open it up and make your way down. As far as any sort of markings actually indicate what the actual sewer system is or who it could belong to, there's nothing that necessarily leads you one way or another.
Well, looks like I might have to try to pick the lock again, or if that fails, we can always resort to Plan B, Abraxos.
It's been so long. I'm getting excited here.
Let's try Plan A first.
All right, fine.
Oh.
I mean,
Dang.
I'll just be over in the corner.
Tenach
put my
seemed quite
necklace back.
capable as a spider as well. So hopefully we don't... Perhaps it can be Plan C, because Lord knows we don't need thieves crawling on us the moment we come through this gate.
Well, I know Tenach likes it when I break the door down, so I'm just saying.
I'll keep that in mind.
I just nodded my head. Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm going to pull out the thieves' tools and try to do this better than the last time.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and see how it works. So go ahead and, I guess, make a roll to try to open it up a bit.
All right.
I stand behind Kai like this, just like...
You got it there, buddy?
I don't have proficiency
Okay,
in
over
it, so
there.
I can't add my proficiency bonus, but can I add... I would just add my dexterity bonus to it, to the roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a sleight of hand check.
You can use dexterity to actually do it with your. It could be a flat 20 plus
Yes.
whatever your bonus is.
14.
Okay. So as you go ahead and do it, you're making your little bit of a way through, and your lockpick itself ends up snapping.
Oh, so much for that. Plan B?
Plan B is the best plan.
Or I could try and do some
No, no.
Spider boy stuff.
B comes before C.
You're right.
Oh, if you want to be a spider, want to be some kind of Spider-Man, go ahead. I'll just go back to my corner. I'll just...
No, I can't deny you a door. You know that.
Ah, damn, all right.
I'm just gonna step back then. Abraxos, it's all you.
All right. What am I rolling? Strength?
What exactly are you trying to do? Just rip the door off the hinges, rip it off the lock off?
I just want to destroy the door. I just want to get it out of here.
He's
Just wanna
like
destroy the door.
booking like 30 miles per hour, running at it. Shield out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a. I guess, how are you gonna break it down? Are you just running at it? It's just bars, like metal bars.
Oh, it's metal
Oh.
bars. Oh, okay. Oh, I
Like,
thought
try
it
to
was
run
like,
at
alright.
it.
Oh, no. Okay. Wait, hold on. We'll figure this out. Hold on. We're gonna... Hold on. Okay, so it's you said it's like it's okay. Like their bars like a jail cell type of thing, or
Not so thick. More so like rebar. So yeah, some metal bars that are just more so just to make sure that nothing really kind of gets in wouldn't. Someone could put effort into actually making it down there, but it's kind of just to deter like kids or just like the curious people from going down there that don't necessarily have any sort of into.
if that's the case, because I thought it was just right. Can I just try to like grab the bars and just kind of like just strength and just try to pull them apart?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Let's do an athletics check for that.
Ooh, I'm so glad you said that.
Plus
Let's
5.
see what happens. +4 in athletics, my friend.
Okay.
Ooh,
Let's
6
see what
incoming.
happens. 6 incoming. 11. 6, but it's 11. I was so close to a 15. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, so you seem to be doing it, and it is just kind of steel out in the open. So the bars are rusted, but it almost seems like that kind of fused some of it together with the top plate of it. And as you kind of struggle, rust starts to kind of fall off. Get a little bit of bend to it, but it doesn't seem like you make a whole lot of actual progress in it, as the bars do bend a little bit, but more so not so much that even one of the kids that you found could really kind of wiggle their way through. Foghorn, are you just standing by?
Yeah, so I was gonna say I'm not in the air anymore. I'm just kind of with the group again on the ground to not attract any more attention our way. But yeah, I'm just chilling, kind of watching things play out and laughing at myself.
Can you make a quick perception check?
7.
7.
Nice.
So as you're standing there, kind of watching everything happen, you see everything kind of going down, and the The actual bars start to move as lockpicks are breaking all around you at this point. But you do notice a little bit of a crumbling as well of some stone. Just kind of seems to kind of fall from the top and kind of fall to the ground, and there's little poofs of dust.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it, Rexus. You got some crumbs of stone starting to fall. Hopefully this whole thing doesn't fall down. Just want to point it out, so if it does, it's not my fault.
Yeah, you got a point. All right. Well, you want to turn into your little spider? Go ahead. I think that's probably gonna be the better course of action here. I guess.
Should I try to pick the lock from inside of the lock, or I don't know.
I mean, you could turn into like a giant thing, go between the bars and shapeshift and just fucking rip the bars, but we're trying not to do that because of what we were just talking about.
Okay. I'm not sure what I can do right now. Can I feel on the other side? Is it like a lock, or what kind of lock is on the door itself?
So it's a pretty sizable padlock, almost made of like an iron. It's not anything that's rusting, so it seems like whatever metal it is seems pretty fine of the elements, but it seems to be something that's well taken care of some sort. The actual lock itself.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck, boys.
Tenach, before you try that, I have a small file. You said the bars were rusty, correct?
Yeah, they were rusted kind of at the top and the bottom. Kind of more so rusted at the bottom where some actual like water kind of pools and catches.
If I can file them down and break the rusted points, we might be able to squeeze through.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
looking at the gate is about 5 feet wide, and there's about 12 bars actually in at 5 feet. So it'd be every 5 or so inches there's an actual bar. So you could take out 8 bars if you would, to kind of squeeze your way through.
How many? I'm sorry?
2.
I need to take 2 of them out to get enough to pass a person through.
And even then it would be a bit of a tight squeeze.
What do you gentlemen think? Spider or... Oh.
He's back.
So
Welcome back.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Discord, man. Either we try to remove the bars, or Tenach pulls the spider trick inside the lock. What do you all think?
I'm cool with trying to file the bars first, so that way,
Saves one of your shapeshifts.
yeah, I can save one of my shifts.
All right. I'm fine with that too.
Okay. I'm going to try to take the small file and just... That way, even if we need to just remove some of the metal at the bottom, that way Abraxos would have a much easier time bending them or breaking them out of the way to give us enough room to squeeze through.
okay, and where are you getting this file from exactly?
It's in the
Is it from,
Thieves'
like, a
Tools.
computer set? Oh, it's with Thieves' Tools. Okay.
Yeah, it says... I'll put it up so you guys can see it. If it lets me display it? Hold up. Okay, hold on.
There you go.
Yeah, the first item's a small file, a set of lockpicks. He said I broke the lockpicks, so those are no good.
Yeah, one of the lockpicks. Thieves' tools have a few different lockpicks actually in there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so you can definitely go ahead and make an attempt. Actually, go ahead and solve it. I guess just give me a straight D20.
Just a straight D20 roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not use that dice because it has been sketchy all night. Ooh, that's much better. 16.
Hmm.
Okay. As some of the actual rust started to break away from Abraxos trying to hulk his way through, you can see sort of a taper down at the bottom of the bars. Um, as you follow your way through, it is making a little bit of noise. Um, you seem to get through one of the bars pretty quickly, especially at the bottom again, just as where that water seems to pool and sit a bit more. And you continue on to the second one. And as you do, um, two individuals actually come up behind you, and you get an immediate look at them, and they seem to actually have the mark of the Xanathar. And they just kind of ask, "What are you doing?" As they're not exactly sure what exactly is happening in this process.
Oh, I dropped my bag of coin and I was trying to get it back. It rolled. I fell inside the
All right, had to get my
gate.
dagger. I'm ready. Ready to go.
Outside of character.
He just comes running up. He's like, "Oh, sorry guys, had to grab my dagger."
Perhaps you gentlemen,
Dagger, good sir.
could open this gate for us, and I wouldn't have to damage it. I really do need my coin.
The coin just rolled a bit
A little bit,
down
yes.
the stairs.
It's an oddly shaped bag.
They look at each other with a little bit of concern, and they just kind of agree and tell you to go ahead and step back a bit. Um, as the one individual actually reaches in past the gate and actually just pulls out a key. There's just a key hanging on the wall. Uh, and he um, goes to actually open the gate. And as he does, he starts to swing it open ever so slightly.
Ah, excellent. And you said that these men were they had markings of the Xanathar?
Yeah, they have markings that are actually on their actual garb and cloaks that they're carrying.
Hmm. Well, that was extremely helpful. I'm sorry I missed that key. That would have made this a lot easier. And as I say that, I'm going to pull one of my short swords out and put it right up to the dude's throat. The one closest to me.
Yeah, so the guy's definitely taken back. In the process, the other individual goes to actually close the gate as well. I guess if you're going to go ahead and do that to some thugs, we can go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
16.
I'm assuming we can't be seen going in here. Out of character.
13.
No, not at all.
Which one am I? Just a standard
Initiative roll.
copy. Nope, not that one. 12.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, Stopper, did you roll initiative?
I did, yeah, 10 plus 5, so 15.
Well, then maybe you had the 16.
I had the 16.
ODB did, yeah.
And I had
Okay.
13.
Cool, awesome. I did have it down. Awesome. Cool. So, in the process, the one individual is closing the gate. The other one has a sword up to his actual neck. As you did go ahead and surprise him, you get an added surprise round if you would like to do anything at all, guy.
While I've got the sword up to his throat, you said the other one was moving to lock the gate. Is he on the other side of the door or
He's
gate?
trying to kind of move his way actually in that process, as he just opened enough to try to get in himself.
I'm gonna hold it right up just so it's like just about to start drawing blood. Drop the key. Drop the key and take a seat. Otherwise his head's coming off at your feet. Looking at his partner.
Okay. So you're threatening one guy, telling the other one to do something with the key, drop it, do pretty much anything.
Yeah, to basically not engage us and drop the key.
Okay. Cool. So up first would be the guy with the key. As he takes it and just throws it down the actual stairs to the sewer.
Well, that's just fucking rude.
Kill.
Threatening the person that he was with apparently was not rude in this process.
He started. They shouldn't. If they didn't come in here, this wouldn't have happened. Their fault.
Yeah, a wrong place, wrong time sort of scenario. So
I tried to do the right thing. Tried to give you the opportunity.
so he throws the key and actually pulls out a mace. And goes to actually kick the gate behind him as well. But at this point, he's not able to really do anything. It doesn't seem like that they have any sort of jump on the situation. There's one guy has a knife up to his neck. But one of the guys stands ready for some sort of battle at this point.
And did he relock the gate before he threw the key, or is it still open?
He threw the key and then went to shut the gate.
Okay.
The impression that maybe these thugs aren't the smartest people in the world. But that would mean that Foghorn, you are up next here.
Alright. About how far away are they from me?
We're all pretty close. You would have taken a step back to allow them to actually get up to the gate. But within, from where you are now, within 15 feet.
And the gate, am I able to fly up and over it, or is there a ceiling prohibiting me from doing so?
So it's a gate that's kind of in a stone structure
Okay.
that goes into the ground. So you wouldn't be able to necessarily like fly over anything.
Gotcha. I am going to try. So the one that's on the other side, like how big is this gate? Like the slats in it.
So one of the bars was actually sawed out at the bottom, so that one's kind of free floating.
Cool.
But between the bar itself to be roughly about 5 in.
You got kind of quiet there. You said 5.
Sorry, 5.5 inches or so between each bar.
Okay. Basically, I'm debating about throwing a javelin through to try and hit him. That's my.
Sorry, so both people are on the other side of the gate. The side
Oh,
that
I thought
you
there
are
was
at.
the one on the other side that threw it down the stairs. Okay, then I'm gonna just hit him
No,
with my
sorry.
mace. My mistake. I
Simple
misunderstood.
enough.
Oh, you're next to me? I'll just hit you now.
Yeah. I thought when Stopper was threatening the one with the knife, I thought the other one. I misunderstood.
That's why I was
Um,
asking about whether or not he locked the gate or where he was in relation to us.
Got it. Okay. I just wasn't following. Okay, 18 to hit.
For sure hits.
Let's go.
Ooh. Wait, let me check. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. So these guys were definitely taken aback from every situation that was happening at this point, as it seems like they're just trying to go back to their base. And this guy is quite surprised at the scenario that's happening, as he suddenly just kind of takes a mace into the side of the body. He doubles over slightly in the process. He doesn't seem to be too happy, as he thought he was going to have a pretty normal day. And then all of this shit's going down. So, cool. Do you want to move, take any bonus actions?
No. I think I'm good.
That would mean that after ODP, Kai, you are up next.
Well, you don't want to work with us and step away quietly, and I'm just going to drag that blade right across that first dude's throat and try to give him a second mouth.
Disgusting.
Okay. I feel it. All right, Kai.
Yeah, that's the most aggressive thing I've ever seen from him. Love it.
Okay.
Nice.
You can roll with advantage as you have the knife like actively on this guy's throat.
Oh, that's awesome because I just rolled a 4. Ooh, that's much better. I haven't used my short sword in a while. I can't remember what it is. 17 to hit?
17 for sure hits.
Okay. Uh, 8 slashing damage.
Okay. So, yeah, you seemingly do the most brutal thing that you've done so far, as you just take this knife that was against someone's throat and just start to kind of take it back. Yeah, in the process, blood just starts kind of flowing from this guy's neck, and he doesn't seem to be dead, but he instantly grasps towards the area as he kind of tumbles backwards and just tries to find any sort of footing at the he is quite frightened at this point, thing that's happening, as this is the first time that anything like this has happened to him. But he is.
Oh. God, dude. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, welcome back.
Chalk that up to more Discord fun today. What were you saying?
Oh, this guy's scared is all
Okay.
hell at this point as you're trying to slice off his neck.
I was trying to slice off his head, but, you know, that works too.
I mean, still frightened either way.
Okay. And I'm going to I'm sure this is going to provoke an opportunity, but I'm going to step back about 5 or 10 feet away from him after basically cutting his throat open.
Yeah, so it would be at a disadvantage here for him as he goes ahead and swings at you. I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit. Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, so the guy is just kind of frantically swinging at this point, trying to get anything that he possibly can against you. And he's just missing wildly. Point as one hand is against his neck and the other one's kind of with his heavy mace.
And I'm just going to end it there.
Okay, then I believe, Val, you hit a 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you would be up next here, Ash.
Okay. I am going to run up to the one that Foghorn is fighting and hit him with a shot. A poison spray. So run up to him. Shot.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Do the, from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I'm gonna do that exact shot. Yeah.
I know out of character, but I really love how your dog is so assed out right now behind you. Balsamic.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of heavy breathing. Her paws are kind of going like crazy right now, twitching. So,
Aw, puppy dreams.
yeah, lots of puppy dreams now.
How cold.
Okay, so absolutely fails that Constitution saving throw.
Nice. And I'm gonna hit it for 9 poison damage. Some sparkles follow the poison as it goes up.
Come on now.
I forgot about that. Cool.
Then we charge up the spell. Then he just starts going crazy. He's like, just starts spinning everywhere.
We can find a way for your guy to be able to do this at some point. You can transform into a Michael Jackson clone or something.
And then I'm just spraying poison spray out of both my hands at the same time while spinning.
Oh my god.
I'll allow it.
Nice.
Yeah, but this guy at this point is getting fouled with a mace, and someone just comes out of nowhere, and then just starts spraying all sorts of poison all over him. He's not looking too great at this point.
Nice.
But that would mean Shiny, you're up next.
Okay. You say he's not looking great, so we have just one guy left, right?
So 2 guys.
Okay, two
one
guys,
of them
two guys.
is. Well, both of them aren't looking too great, as one guy has a lacerated neck. But the other one is getting hit with maces and now has poison all over him.
Oh, okay, good. Well, he's gonna get hit with some holy damage here. So I'm gonna go for just attack with him with my war pick, and then I'm just gonna cast Divine Smite on him and let him feel the love of Jesus on him. So 18.
Ooh.
That definitely hits.
All right, so first this. So that is for 5, and then 3. No, it's for 8 total. So 5 piercing, 3 radiant.
Okay. So as you actually hit this, the inside of the actual sewer itself starts to kind of light up, and you see stairs that kind of go around. There's a little bit of a landing, and then it goes down a little bit further. But as you hit this guy, he seems to kind of fly up against the actual gate behind him. In the process, as he kind of hits it, he starts to just kind of slump down. And in the little bit of the area that was now created from the actual filing of the bar, his head actually goes through the actual gate itself as his shoulders are kind of stopped. It seems like he is quite dead at this point. Body laying prone on the ground.
Nice.
Jesus wanted it that way. That's why we did it that way.
God. Oh my god.
Nice.
Hands raised in
Oh.
prayer, you killed someone.
I am his messenger.
You spin away.
There's so much wrong with this situation right now.
So yes, that is my turn.
Okay. That leaves just the guy, the one thug. He goes to talk, and it seems like nothing is really happening, as he can't seem to get any sort of wind. He's just trying to find any sort of way out at this point. As he tries to, well, really, he can kind of move without any sort of issue. He starts to kind of make a beeline, to try to get down the alleyway. But in the process, he can't really move all that far, as he only gets about 15 feet away from all of you. But he's just trying to run as far away as he can at this point. But that would take us up to ODB. You're about 20 feet away from this individual.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a javelin, trying to hit him in like the back of the knees.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
A non-natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and you try to aim at the little crux between his calf and hamstring, and you 100% just seem to pelt him straight in there, as the actual javelin comes through and actually comes through the other side of his leg. As he now has a gigantic gaping wound that goes through the entirety of his lower leg, and a hole in his neck. He falls to the ground and doesn't seem to be too happy with the scenario. But I'm sorry, go ahead and roll damage as well. Forgot what
5 points of piercing.
Okay. Yeah, guy now has 2 gigantic gaping wounds. And he is laying flat on his stomach in the ground as he tries to almost like claw his way at any sort of dirt that will take him away.
That's it for my turn. I'll let somebody else decide what they want to do with them.
Okay, that means Kai, you are up next. Kai is now on the ground, completely prone.
Well, if ODB hadn't hit him, I was going to shoot him. But at this point, he's not getting away.
Can always put more holes in them.
Well, I'm trying to determine whether or not it'd be a good idea to get more information out of him, but I don't know how much information he's going to give us after I tried to cut his
Can't
head off.
talk.
Yeah, he ain't gonna really.
That's a problem, too.
It's gonna be like, who's your master?
Right. I'm just going to walk up and
End his misery.
just put this guy out of his misery with a short sword. He's prone, right?
Yep, so attacks against him have advantage.
All right, well. That is... Ooh, a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that
You're a
hits.
bad man.
And chaotic good. Let's keep that in mind. All right. That is 8 piercing damage.
Okay. This guy still seems to be alive, but
Oh my god.
He is not looking too hot in any sort of form or fashion as blood starts to kind of pool around him. And yeah, he trying to crawl away with one hand is on his neck, and his one leg seems to just be kind of limp and lame behind him.
Okay, well, I feel like that there's this feels like that moment where there's that like almost dead animal at the side of the road that you've accidentally hit with a car. But it just you want to put it out of its misery, but it's like that scene from Road Trip. It's like, just I'm trying to do the right thing.
Oh my god, yeah, I was trying to remember. I thought it was from Robot Chicken. I fucking love Road Trip, and that's he just it was a cow, right? Was that what it was, or was it a horse? I can't remember.
No, it was like a raccoon or something. He's just, I'm trying to do the right thing. He just keeps hitting it with a crowbar.
Oh my god.
And they end up getting arrested, and he gets charged with animal abuse. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna hit him with the other sword.
Damn it!
All
I wanted to light him on fire.
All right, I don't feel as
go
bad
ahead.
now.
You can still light him on fire if he's dead, but go
Sure.
ahead and roll for make an attack. advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. Oh, that's much better. 23.
Yep.
This should just be a straight. This doesn't get your proficiency bonus, right? The offhand.
Correct. He has 1
Okay.
health. So
Okay, so good because I rolled a 2.
Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah, so in the process, you kind of finish what you started as you come now down on the back of his neck. And like in the more gory situation that you've kind of put yourself in, as well as what everyone else has seen, you slowly kind of move your way through the actual guy's neck as you come down on it, hit bone, and you sword back out and continue to make more and more swings as you actually the guy is headed from his body. He's dead, by the way. He's not alive.
I figured. I'm assuming we're out of initiative now. Oh,
I'm gonna head out.
That was such good
Yeah, you're like,
timing. That was the
no.
best.
wait, when
Holy
did it
shit,
break
dude.
out?
Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck.
You said, I'm gonna... Go on.
Then it cut out.
That was so good.
Thank you, Discord, for these wonderful moments. I'm assuming we're out of initiative now, if Discord would let me finish my sentences.
Yeah.
Okay. Is his head completely detached from his body, or is it still kind of just... Is it still one piece?
It's completely detached.
Okay. I'm going to drag the body back, and I'm just going to, soccer kick the head away from prying eyes and just pull it off
I'm
into
gonna light
the
it on fire
shadows.
before he does that.
Oh, God. I'm done, yeah.
Yeah, so now we have
And
a
I'm going to head towards the
smoldering-
gate.
a smoldering body and a head that just kind of starts rolling a bit as you go ahead and make a nice little kick out of it.
Well, the gate's open. Success?
Great success. High five.
I never Never saw this side of you, Kaya. Didn't know you'd be such a brutalian. I like it.
I'm tired of chasing thieves. I was trying to do the right thing and they didn't listen, so... Anyway, before any more of them show up and we have to cut any more heads off, might I recommend that we move along?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna open up the gate
I will
Yes.
walk in.
and grab the key that he threw in there.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys go to move the one body that was blocking the gate, and I guess just throw it back onto the pile of the campfire. You guys make your way down the actual stairs at this point, into a little bit of a cellar. You go down the actual stairs, and you're now in like kind of a full-fledged sewage system, as kind of fresh water kind of flows parallel on either side of a walkway that you kind of go down. As the area that you're on is a walkway, and it seems to be kind of a deeper water set on either side. But you're able to kind of make your way through down to the sewer to a bit of a longer sort of tunnel. It is very dimly lit, as the one Evelyn kind of told you that it was kind of dark down there. But correct me if I'm wrong, everyone but one of you has dark vision, I believe.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
I think don't we all have it except for one of us?
Yeah,
I think
I have
before babies left, he was the only one that didn't have dark vision.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. That's right. Yeah.
Davies
No.
was the one that didn't have it. Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely have it as well. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you all can see no problem down in the actual sewer there. But it's just kind of a long, at this point, kind of tunnel that goes through, and it almost seems like you have to be in a little bit of the actual sewage to kind of make your way further down there from any sort of way that you could see that could lead to anything.
From where we are, can we see any markings or indications, graffiti, Xanathar markings, like their symbol anywhere?
Yeah, so as you pass, there are actual markings of the Xanathar, which again is just kind of the circle with the dot in the middle, and then 10 little thines going out of it. So it does seem like that you're in a Xanathar hideaway or some sort of cellar chamber at this point.
Be on God, gentlemen. Is there any signs of fresh blood or any signs of a struggle, like somebody was dragged down here?
So you're going through an actual flowing water at this point
Oh, okay.
of sewer, so you are able to kind of notice anything.
Okay. Yeah, any evidence would have been dragged away with the water.
Washed away. Yep.
And it just at this point there's no, it doesn't look like it breaks off in any directions. It's just a straight shot.
Pretty much a straight shot from what you can see. But it seems to be kind of a pretty long tunnel at this point,
Okay.
as water is kind of flowing against you at this as well.
Cautiously, can I see if does anything look out of place? Like there might be wires extending or any type of things hanging off the ceiling, anything that looks like it's trapped or marked in any way?
Yeah, so just trying to find sort of anything. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 23.
So you don't notice any sort of wires or anything like that. So it seems to be amiss, but you do notice as you start to make your way through, um, small small amounts of light are actually shining through what you would have thought would just be a wall of actual stone. And there's light actually pouring through both on your left as well as on your right as you go down the sewer.
So the look seems to be light coming in from places that it shouldn't be through what should be just normal stone.
Exactly.
Are there any like loose pebbles or rocks in the water or on the ground that we're walking through?
So you wouldn't be able to see anything actually in the ground because of the water. It's
Okay.
about 2 feet deep at this point. You just see light coming through the actual area.
No, I mean, are there just like loose rocks in the water that we're walking through that I could grab one?
So you don't feel anything necessarily underneath
Okay.
you. Anything that would have been, anything that wouldn't be like very sizable, just kind of gets washed down with the actual water.
Gotcha. Foghorn, do you have those ball bearings still?
Worse, always.
I'm gonna point at the two areas that look like they're out of place. The two areas where light are coming through what should be solid stone. Would you mind tossing a couple bearings through those two spots?
I go ahead and do that.
Okay. So as you go ahead and actually flick the ball bearings through or kind of push them through, you do hear them actually land. Just kind of roll away further and further from the door.
So they went through the stone, or they hit something and then came back?
It went through the stone and actually kind of moved out from where you are currently. That's on both the left and the right from where you are now.
Seems we may have found something somebody didn't want us to find. What do you think, gentlemen? Left or right?
I go left.
Right.
Left.
Hmm. I'm gonna say left.
Okay, so going off to the actual door that would now be on your left-hand side. Okay. You push your way through, and it doesn't seem like that there's anything too as you open it. It just kind of opens up into a larger part of the actual cellar itself, or the sewer system itself. There's stone pillars and arches all kind of throughout, and kind of more so a mismatch of different stone paintings. Seems almost to be more so of a makeshift area than anything.
Is the water still flowing through this area?
No, so this is high enough up to where no sort of water would kind of make their way through.
Does there appear to be any additional exits from this location, or just it's a continuation of the sewer tunnels?
From where you are now, unless you were to step in a bit further, you do not see anything.
Sick. I have 90 foot of dark vision. Does that help in any way to see anything additional past the first 60 feet? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat the final boss.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Not for so long.
How much gold did we earn? Sorry, I didn't hear anything past. Can I
You
see?
rode off into the sunset, never to come back.
Damn it! Damn it! Did I at least get drunk on the way out?
But while we wait for him to get going here, you all kind of make your way into the actual sewer system. I think all of you probably have about 60 or so feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you don't see anything anything of note other than it seems to kind of be a makeshift room than anything.
Okay. Can everybody still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Discord has been all sorts of screwy right now. Can I sneak forward? Kind of crouching down and just kind of looking for any additional walls like what we saw before that were masked to look like something else. Hello.
I heard you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know if Balsamic heard you.
As I was saying before you got disconnected, with your 90 feet of dark vision, you can see pretty much all the way back to the back wall of where you are, and there are certain pillars that obstruct your vision, and then you can see all the way off to your left as well, all the way off to another wall. And on your right is an immediate makeshift wall that kind of splits up the room a little bit.
Okay. Maybe this is some sort of storeroom, or an immediate passage. What do you gentlemen think? You seen anything like this before?
This is the room that's blocked off, right? There's no escape in here. Basically, no other doors.
Not from what you can see, but again, there is a makeshift wall immediately to your right as you come in, and then pillars kind of obstruct any sort of vision past them. There's a lot of different obstructions, so you can't necessarily get a good feel of what the room is, besides what's immediately in front of you and immediately to your left.
Should we go check the right room? The right side?
Sure.
That sounds good.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check the right room.
Okay. So it is just a little bit up from where you are now, and it kind of turns a corner to actually get to the next part of this weird makeshift chamber as you go along that makeshift wall. As you turn the corner, there are some stairs going up, and from what you can see, a passageway that kind of leads into another room. Well,
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna head up the stairs.
I'll follow behind.
Same.
Is there any light in this room with the stairs? Any like torches or anything lit up?
so it does seem to be some light actually coming through a little bit further, not necessarily from torches. Seems like another way out of where you are now, kind of closer towards the surface. As you start to go up the stairs, you actually hear something kind of fall over back where you were, as a not sure what exactly it is, but you are aware it seems like something's actually hitting some sort of the stone pillars that actually kind of is hitting the in the area as it kind of echoes through the actual chamber.
Hmm.
I don't think we're alone in here. Not in this immediate vicinity. I'm gonna pull out my longbow and just be ready for something to follow behind us. This looks like we're exiting to another area of the surface. I think we
Okay.
know where we need to go now.
Okay.
But we
Let's
should be
head back and prepare to fight.
maybe not, but we don't know what we're gonna find down there.
No.
Would, just for math's sake, would I have been able to find the, like, 5 ball bearings I threw? Have we, like, traversed into that same area?
With your dark vision, yeah, you would have found them and picked them back up.
Cool.
Like, I just need him back. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Yeah, it's like my bag of marbles.
They all have names.
Yes.
This one's George, this one's Fred, and this one's Constance.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're just kind of heading into the actual chamber itself from the stairs that you were in.
Yeah, the one that had the columns and the break wall.
Okay, let's see here. I will need everyone to make perception checks, just base perception checks.
Perception.
17.
Yes.
14.
11.
17.
Guys are ruining everything. Okay, cool. So, as you make your way in, suddenly these things kind of pop out from the pillars itself as they try to go ahead and actually make some sort of attack against you. In that process, though, none of these things actually seem to get a jump on you. You all overrolled their stealth check, which is great for you guys. But I will need initiative rolls.
There it is. That's what I was waiting on.
Oh,
12.
11.
You said that so defeated.
I know.
21.
11.
Said
8.
Shiny.
Oh.
8.
Ooh. In the grand scheme of things, not awful though. Now, Kai, you did ready your bow, right?
I just got it out. I didn't ready like an arrow on
You
it.
didn't ready in action.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, cool. So suddenly around the pillars in some sort of formation, all of these things that more or less just look like big lizards that were camouflaged actually inside the pillars jump out, trying to get any sort of attack on any of you. Again, none of you are surprised by these things popping out, as one of them seemed to kind of give up the fact that they were there prior. But Kai, there are 6 things currently in front of your group, in no particular formation. They're just kind of spread out a little bit, actually in the chamber that you're in.
Okay. Are they all roughly the same size? Kind of. Do any of them seem to be equipped with anything more dangerous than the others? Just off of a quick glance.
No, none of them seem to necessarily be equipped with anything.
Okay.
They're more or less just big lizard folk.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they have any sort of weapons on them at all.
I'm gonna try to target the one that's either in the middle or further back that I can see at range. Roughly, how much distance do we have between the 4 of us and these 6 lizards?
So they're about 20 feet from you as they went to go ahead and jump out to try to surprise you and actually come over.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to target one further in the back. And I'm gonna use my Dread Ambusher. And at the same time, I'm gonna, drag my fingers across my chest and cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay, cool. And the way that we'll do it is just from left to right.
Okay.
They're kind of in a formation. They're in no particular formation, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got it. I'll just target number 6 then, wherever that guy is.
Yeah, so that'd be the one pretty much on your far right.
Okay. Ignore that damage. I just hit it so it would cast it.
Okay, no worries.
The first one I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna use my sharpshooter, but this one isn't with advantage on the first shot.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Sick. Awesome. Yeah, that hits.
So that's a
Obviously.
22 with that.
A 22 to hit.
Yeah, well, because it's -5 plus 7 to hit, but it's -5 for sharpshooter. But it was a 20 on the die.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so as you go ahead, knock your actual arrow and release it, it goes. These things kind of have a bit of a smushed face, no real forehead, so to speak of it, as
Okay.
it just kind of goes back. Almost looks like a weird, like, slicked back hair. But you, with the little space that you have to actually hit its face, go straight between its eyes, straight into its brain, as the arrow just fully penetrates this lizard creature. And as it tried to run at you in the surprise, it hits just perfectly, and it almost seems to have enough force to actually knock it back, as it does a little bit of a flip, landing onto its shoulder. This thing is not getting up from this at all.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll damage on that one.
Oh, this thing's fucking dead.
Oh, it's okay.
you don't have to keep rolling damage.
No, you don't even need to roll.
I figured from his description, the
Do it
arrow
again.
pierces his skull and the brains go.
I was like,
And
okay.
you're like, I'm gonna roll damage.
Okay.
I slit his throat. It's dead. Yeah, I know what he's dead.
The
I'm making sure.
Rolling
I'm cutting off
damage.
his tongue.
Rolling.
The least amount I
rolling
could
that-
do would be 15 at that point. That'd be the lowest roll I could hit.
Yeah, no, this thing's fucking dead.
Okay.
I know, quick maths.
Okay. Seeing that his brains have now painted the wall like a Jackson Pollock, I'm going to turn to number 5. And this one I'm going to use with advantage.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right.
You have to roll damage for this one.
Okay. Well, it's 3d8 plus 10.
Oh,
Is
it's
it-
plus 10.
Yeah, because of the
Balsamic,
sharpshooter.
It's dead. It's dead.
Oh yeah, this thing's fucking dead.
Don't even roll. It's dead.
Yeah, I didn't think it was plus 10.
Yeah, sharpshooter is a -5 penalty to hit, but it's a plus 10 to damage.
I didn't know you were using a sharpshooter. That explains that. Okay, yeah. So this thing is also just absolutely fucked.
Balsamic's like, I'm not doing another campaign with you guys.
Because I was like, if I miss on the first shot, I can take advantage on the second shot and get sharpshooter most of the time.
Dead.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I assume that I just confettied 2 lizard folk across the wall. They're squishy, at least. Whatever these things are. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Yeah.
Save some for the rest of us. Damn, dude.
Yay!
I wish I
squishy!
hadn't spent the spell slot to use that for strike.
It went to good use. Cool. So 2 things just absolutely destroyed. That would leave number 3 is up next, so kind of in the middle of the pack. He's not really going to take note, and he's just going to immediately go ahead and run up. Who's he going to run up on? Let's see. Okay. He would run up on Foghorn here. This. Yeah, this lizard creature just runs up immediately at you. He's first gonna go ahead and try to bite at you, and he misses completely. It seems like his depth perception seems to be a little bit off, and as he goes to take a bite, he's well outside of the range of actually getting into any sort of flesh. And in the process, angrily, he's also going to take 2 swipes at you. That'd be 12 does not hit, but I did roll a natural 20. So let's see here. This thing is going to go ahead and with one of its slashes does end up getting you. Oh Jesus! It hits you for 6 points of damage as it slashes just right across your chest. But that would leave us now to... Oh, you're up next. So you have 1 thing right directly in front of you, taking a slash at you, and then 3 other of these lizard folk as well.
Alright. I'm gonna swing at the one that just hit me in the chest.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Uh, 4 bludgeoning.
4? Okay. Yeah, so these things are pretty squishy, and as you go ahead and actually make a swing at it, it seems like its body almost kind of indents, and its arm kind of goes back and kind of goes limp against its body. The one that had previously slashed you. It is still standing, but not looking too great.
Just seeing if there's anything I want to do as a bonus action. I don't think so. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Cool. That would lead us on over into Tenach. There's 1 guy that's pretty close to you, and then 3 more that are further back. Oh, 15 or so feet back from where you're currently standing.
Is any of my friends fighting those 3 in the back?
None of the ones in the back are fighting. 2 of them were taken out, and then 1 decided to run up to your group to actually try to start taking swings at.
Okay, I'm gonna use ice knife. I'm gonna throw ice knife at the one in the middle.
Okay, the one in the middle of the 3.
Let's see if I hit. 12.
12
Yeah.
does actually hit.
Oh,
Ace.
okay.
Okay, so make your base damage roll, and then make a roll for the explosion. Well,
Okay. I got 6 on the 1d10, and then 2d6, right?
You have 2d6 for the actual explosion of the knife.
Okay. Eight.
Okay, so that's 8 damage to. What's the total? Okay, within 5 feet. Cool. Awesome. So, as the ice knife actually out, I guess Sub-Zero style, you go straight into the one in the middle. He's suddenly hit and he's slightly taken back. Lets out a bit of a lizardy sort of scream, or what could be perceived as that. The knife actually explodes in his body. As shards kind of almost make its way out towards its side, and ends up hitting the other 2 creatures on its other side, who also let out this gigantic howl. The one that you ended up hitting with the knife has a large cavity in its body. It is completely dead. The other 2 do not look too hot in that process either, as they are also hurt from the blast.
Nice. Okay. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Yeah, Shiny, you're actually up next with an 8.
Wow. Okay. So real quick, I have a question because I'm trying to look the answer up first. I can't exactly see it, and I don't know if you know the answer for it. So, I have a thing now for level 4. I think it's for whatever I forget which ability it was, but the short version is that I get a superiority die I can add to certain things that I do. So I don't know, do I just roll that die when it happens, or is it? I don't know how that works. If you know how it works.
So, I would have to look it up to get a full understanding, but to my understanding, superiority die are almost like an additional attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of a fighter, which is like it has those superiority die. It's usually a D8, and it's usually in addition to like whatever you're doing. It's almost like a bonus action or adding ththings on top of what you're already doing.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I had a feeling that it was something like that. I just didn't know if it's like when there's like some games I play where like you roll a d6 or whatever, and it's like, oh, you rolled a 5. Okay, you can take that die and use it at any point during the day. I didn't know if it was like that or if it's as it happens. Okay, cool. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I don't have to really worry about that right now. But I am gonna try to join the bloodshed, and I'm just gonna go for whichever one's closest for me.
Okay,
And
that
I'm
would
just
be
gonna.
the one attacking ODB.
Oh. Okay.
Or attacking Foghorn.
And Foghorn, did he hit him? I sorry, I missed that. Did he
Yeah,
hit him? Okay.
So he hit me he did like a slashing attack. He hit me. I hit him with my mace back and basically like incapacitated his arm, but he's still alive.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'll just try to clean up the one that he knocked off. I might as well just try to get rid of it. So we'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack here.
16? 16.
16. Okay, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
9.
9 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you run up to this thing to go ahead and avenge your friend, the war pig kind of slams into its back as it didn't see any of this happening. And you just hear kind of crunch and crack of bone as the thing slumps over directly at the feet of your bird friend, as the thing is also now dead.
Caw.
I reach over to the corpse. Hey, Foghorn, you want this tooth? Here you go.
Yes.
Was it tooths or teeth or tongues that you were collecting? Couldn't remember.
A little bit of everything. I've got a beak. I've got a tongue. I wanted to try and get enough teeth to make a necklace.
Whatever
That was
falls off.
pretty- Yeah, exactly. Just kind of whatever is like simple grabbing.
An arm.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
honestly thought about taking the tongue off one of the 2 guards that we killed, and wherever, like, whenever we meet who they're working for, being like, yeah, here, you can have the tongue back of one of your guards. We dispatched them quite easily.
Oh, you're shaking your head and you fucking slit that dude's throat. I don't want to hear it. I don't want
You
to
know
hear
what?
it. Stop
We're
it.
taking the tongue of everything we kill from now on, and we're just gonna dump all the tongues out of his desk.
I didn't just slit his
There you go.
throat. I stabbed him multiple times. I was trying to do the right thing.
And you're just like.
The 3 of us are gonna secretly be hoarding tongues, and
Oh my.
next session just dump them all on Kai.
While he's sleeping.
Yes.
Oh god.
He awakes from a long rest in a bath of tongues.
It's like the most gruesome Gatorade bath ever.
I think you should just make a tongue necklace instead of a tooth necklace.
Ooh. Kind of like they can look like sun-dried tomatoes as time goes on. I like
What's
this.
the-
Okay.
From Alcatine Hunger Force, the Brood Witch.
Yes. Okay, I like this idea. I'm gonna put this into action.
This idea is just disgusting.
Oh.
That's fine. Be expected with bird creatures. They're kind of weird.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, so this thing is the one that you just hit is dead, laying on the floor, meaning that there are only 2 left. They both go one after the other, so they're just gonna go ahead and immediately go up to the one thing that they were able to try to discern from what was happening, which was this knife going into something and then exploding. And they're immediately going to go ahead and try to run up on Tenach and take a couple of bites and a couple of swings here. What is your AC, Tenach?
17.
Yeah, so these things make 3 attacks and they are just completely injured from these knives actually shooting on out. They go ahead and take 2 bites and actually miss completely, and then their arms actually get intertwined as they go ahead and tries to swing with their right, one tries to swing with their left, and they get intertwined, and then they both try to swing with their outside claws and completely miss as well. As you just successfully defended yourself against 6 different attacks.
Nice. Sweet.
So that would mean we're back at the top of the order here. Kai, you're up next.
Well, seeing those 2 go after Tenach, I'm just gonna go for the closest one I can find, trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible. I'm gonna take a shot with a longbow.
I wanted to eat them.
Oh. Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll for damage.
Balsamic, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Stop her talking.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
The salad goof.
That is hold on one sec. Sharpshooter for 17 damage.
Yep. So this thing is definitely destroyed as well, as you peg it into the side, and the arrow kind of sinks itself into the temple of this thing as it slowly just kind of stumbles backwards and falls to the ground.
I'm just gonna try to reposition myself to the side so I don't hit somebody in the back. And I'm gonna end my turn there. I guess take 5 or 10 foot. I don't know how, like, where we're positioned in general, but kind of moved off to the left so I can get another shot in case whoever's next doesn't take take this thing out.
Cool. I would hope that we could take it out with the next 3 people, but yeah, so you're just kind of in a sort of flank of this thing.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. Foghorn, you are up next.
All
There's
right.
this one thing that is not terribly far from you, but the one lizard that was attacking you is dead.
Right.
Everyone's up on your little wizard friend here. Or I'm sorry, not wizard. Friend.
13 to hit.
13 hits.
Seven bludgeoning.
Okay. Yeah, so you just kind of casually walk over this thing and just kind of hit it in the back of its head as, again, these things are pretty squishy as matter just kind of flies forward onto your druid friend as it kind of paints him. But this thing is also dead.
Sweet.
Or paint. Just spreading across my forehead, my cheeks.
With a
Little
bonus
gross.
action, I'm gonna cut off his tongue.
Sick.
Cool, I'll let you take that bonus action.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool, that is all of them. You guys have 5 of these things that are dead, 1 missing their, or 6 of them with 1 missing their tongue.
Sweet.
Ugh. And these things would quite in the employ of the Xanathar, but perhaps they were just the proverbial alligators in the sewers.
Hmm.
But we should definitely be on our way. I wouldn't want to run into another pack of these things and get surrounded.
Okay, so we checked the 2 side rooms, left and right. Basically, the one went to the ground above us, and then the other one was like a storage room.
We're in the storage-ish room, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're still there. You were trying to go up the stairs that kind of led to the like surface level from what you could discern, and then made your way back into this makeshift sort of area. And there's
Yeah. Okay.
the door that you went through that leads back into the sewer, and then there is another room off kind of in the corner, and you can't really kind of make out anything from where it is.
Okay. Check out that room in the corner then.
Okay. How is everyone kind of moving amongst one another?
What's that?
How is everyone kind of set up?
I would assume Abraxos is in front.
Yeah, I'd be in front of ODB at least for sure. Because
Yeah,
we just
and
did.
then like me and Tenach, and then Kai with his bow ready, kind of holding down the fort in the back, looking behind him, make sure no shit's coming up on us. Diamond maybe, like that.
Like
Flying V.
like a 1-2-1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So as you guys make your way further into this room, as you go in, the first room, there isn't anything really in it. It almost seems like it's wine cellar of sorts, as there's a lot of unkept wood barrels, some broken bottles, just kind of strewn about on shelving. But you do hear some movement and another room that kind of goes off of it.
As we're walking through this room, does it appear there was any blood stains or anything like that, other than obviously the blood of these lizards that we just painted all over the place? Does it appear like there was a struggle or tracks leading through here?
No, really the only thing that you can kind of see is if there were any sort of stains, it would be from wine itself. But nothing that you can discern from like fresh blood or anything like that.
And you said we heard movement coming from the next room.
Yep.
I'm gonna whisper to everybody. There may be more, either Xanathar or more of these creatures parading about. Should definitely be on guard. That was a lot of them already. I can't imagine that as we go deeper there won't be more.
Bring it on. Those things are fucking nothing.
Exactly.
Ready.
The next question
I'm
is
ready for Tenach's dual-fisted, spinning.
Poison spray, fireball extravaganza.
Yeah.
Everything blows up.
Well, I guess the next question is, do we try to sneak in and surprise them, or do we just go ham and surprise them with a kick through the door?
Well, we can try to surprise them first. Maybe. You know, if we can pick that lock. If it's if it's locked.
It's like an actual door. It's not like the one before, right? This is an actual door this time.
Actual door this time.
Are we able to like peek through like the keyhole or any type of thing?
Sure, you can go ahead and try to peek in. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of lock necessarily, but you can try to like open the door if you would like. Kind of like peek in and see if you can see anything on the other side.
Sure. I'll open the door and like take like a quick looky-loo in there, like a little type of action.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Probably would have been a good chance for me to turn into a spider.
Do you want to do that instead?
Nope. You're doing this. You're in it. You're in
This
it,
is happening.
Okay. 18, baby.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
with disadvantage?
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Yes.
Sorry.
19.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Damn.
That's something. Okay.
I could be
so-
quiet too.
I don't feel bad at all now.
I thought it was gonna be a 1. I was like, "Fuck you, stop!"
Yeah.
I forgot about disadvantage.
I was like, aren't you wearing heavy armor? No, I don't care at all now. That's fantastic.
It worked out.
That was totally worth it.
So as you open the door a little bit to kind of see your way in, you see more or less this amorphic mass of a lot of comprised of different mouths, eyes. It just kind of seems to be oozing behind it, almost in like a flesh-like color, as it just kind of seems to almost be slithering on the ground as a large portion of it is pulled behind it. It moves very, very slowly, kind of almost staying in place, and its body seems to kind of be around it. But from everything you can see, it's just some sort of foul terror comprised of just mouth, eyes, and almost human flesh.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I missed the very beginning of that. What is it that we see?
There's some Akira type of fucking beast in this fucking room.
Okay.
That's like
Feeling mouths,
literally what
eyes,
it is.
faces, and
Sweet. Got it.
All right. So I will tell. All right. All right. I don't know what the fuck is in there, but it's some weird pound thing of flesh. So if we're going in there, we need to be ready because I feel like once we go in this door, this thing's gonna see us. There's no sneaking up on this thing.
Do it.
Is there any light in this room at all? By the way, I just thought about that.
Oh, there would have been no light in this room.
there's no light, huh?
I'll give it some light.
No. Hold on.
Don't you dare.
That's why I asked.
What do I need to roll to destroy the ceiling to make it crash down?
Please
do we
don't.
need?
Please don't.
Clap the whole building, walk away.
Create a sinkhole in the fucking city.
Hold on. I'm gonna post it in here because I forgot it was even active because there's no light in here. I put it in the chat. So, Umbral Sight. If they're relying on dark vision, they can't see me.
Oh, that's right. You do have that. I forgot.
I completely forgot that that was still active.
Okay. I forgot about that as well. Cool.
Balsamic's like, yeah, use dark vision. Oh, you have that? Okay, no, now there's light. I changed my mind. Now there's light in the room.
No, I completely forgot about it up until now.
Pouring from the ceiling.
There are torches everywhere.
As you go in the room, all the torches light up in some magical fashion, like a Michael Jackson show of some kind.
And I'm at the other end, just.
Well, if it's relying on dark vision. By the way, if you guys are relying on dark vision, you can't see me right now either.
Okay.
Sorry.
But,
So right now, I'm just a voice in the darkness. If we want to get the jump on it, that would be my recommendation, but I don't know what this thing is capable of. It looks like some sort of monstrosity, but if we're ready to fight, I can pelt it with as many arrows as possible.
if we're going in, I want to heal up a little bit before I go. So if we are gonna, oh yeah, if you want, I was gonna use my own because I have my lay on hands pool, which I have 20 out of it, and then I have one that restores 4. So I'm just gonna dip into my own pool because realistically, I'm probably not gonna be using it that much during the fight. I'm probably just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna tank and spank and see what we can do. Well, depending on how it goes, but that's what I'm assuming.
And you just saw this one thing in there, correct?
Based on what Balsamic, yeah, that's the only thing I saw. Just this fucking giant thing. That's it. I didn't see anything else. All right, so I'm gonna dip down. So I have 20. I'm using 6, so I'm back up to full, and then I have 14 left for today.
And before we move forward, you said we were hearing noises from this creature. Was it was just making some sort of noise? We didn't hear anything specific.
Almost like gibberish.
Okay. Right. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you've already peeked the door open at this point.
Well, so yeah, I mean, I cracked the door open to see it, but then I didn't close the door. I just left it cracked.
Okay.
So, but as far as Balsamic didn't say he saw me, so I'm assuming, or it didn't see me.
Okay. If I were to go up into that crack of the door, is it wide enough that I could shoot an arrow through at it?
You can make it wide enough. I mean, it was wide enough
Okay.
to see into the room.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's try to hit this thing as quickly as possible, as hard as possible. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like anything we'd want to try to negotiate with. And I'm just wide enough to get an arrow through, and I'm gonna, as soon as I see the door open, I'm gonna fire an arrow, and try to take a shot at it.
Okay. Cool. So this thing is gonna be surprised.
Okay.
So go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, 16 hits.
Okay. 16 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Okay, good start. Did anyone else want to go ahead and make any sort of attacks on this thing?
Yeah, I would love to cast blindness. You can blind or deafen a foe. I'm choosing blind over deafen. Choose one creature that you can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blind or deafened, my choice, for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target has to make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. Con save is 13.
Con save is 13. Okay. I rolled a 19 plus 3.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It was worth it.
yeah, I
Um,
mean, you doing your blindness thing for yourself made me think of like, well, that'd be great if we could all do it. So
Could all get
Yeah,
advantage
that'd
on
be
it.
helpful. You were saying only for like anyone just wants to make attacks, right? Right now.
Yeah, if anyone wanted to go ahead and since you saw this thing and it has not seen you all quite yet, have something to where you could go ahead and you could.
I mean, before I do that, just to ask, how big would you say this room is? And because there's a reason I'm asking for something I might do later in this room. I just want to know how big it is.
Your immediate look in, from what you could perceive, it's a rather small storeroom, maybe about 10 by 15.
And the walls are like brick and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all stone. It seems like that this area was actually carved out and kind of made into makeshift bases.
Okay. All right. So I'll just run in. Well, is anyone else gonna do? Tenach, are you gonna do like a range attack or anything like that, or do you? Because I'll wait
Yeah.
if you're. Yeah, I'll let you do that, and then I'll run in last. That way, I don't get in the way.
Okay.
So I'll let you go first.
I am going to try and cast Entangle on it. Strength save of 13.
Okay, let's see. It fails.
Sick.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's now restrained by the plants. It has to use an action to try and get free. So it's now restrained.
Does it have to get free to make an attack, does it say? Or is that just a move? I can also look it up.
I think it, from what I remember on restrained, is you can attack, but you do so with disadvantage. If I remember, I have to look it up as well. Yeah, it says a restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit. Thank you, Discord.
Attack rolls against this creature.
That
So
was
it
really
can
quick
still
that time,
attack.
though.
It can still attack. It just has disadvantage on those attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tangle it.
Awesome. Well, at this point, and I'm sorry, you were just gonna go ahead and charge into the room, Abraxos.
As well. Yes, that way I can get up in his face, because that's what I'm gonna do anyway. So I'll at this point he's gonna know we're here, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, it's not a secret. Cool. Initiative rolls.
All right.
Oof. 9.
9.
21.
All right. At least
Oh,
one of them
okay.
rolled well.
I got a 3.
Oh no.
You've rolled a natural
Oh.
1.
Yes.
Love to see it.
Never to have it on this.
Yeah.
That's true.
Probably the
Very
best thing
true.
to roll
Yeah.
a natural 1 on.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. That would mean that with a 21, Kai, you were up next. Or I guess up first.
Okay.
As well, Abraxos, you charge into the room and this thing suddenly knows everything's happening.
Well, I'm gonna just try to pelt this thing with arrows as quickly as possible.
Stop her talking.
Yes.
He
Yes.
said
he
he's
is?
gonna
Yes.
try and pelt it with arrows.
No memes.
Uh,
No memes. Just shooting. Oh.
okay, you're gonna try to pelt it with arrows?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Dude, Discord. What in the world?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? And
Yes.
you hear me now?
All right. I'm gonna use Dread Ambusher, but I'm not gonna use any spells or anything. I'm just take my first shot. So is it relying on dark vision to see?
Yes, and it cannot see you.
All right. So that would be with advantage, correct?
Especially this thing is entangled, so.
Oh, that's right, because it's restrained anyway.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
prone, is it? It's just restrained.
It's just restrained, yeah.
Okay. So it would have disadvantage on, or I would have advantage either way.
Like, double advantage.
Double advantage. Oh my god. Could you imagine?
We all just get up and like, yeah, he's gonna be rolling for a while. The people-
18 to hit?
You said 18?
Yeah, 18. I had rolled a 2 on one and a 16 on the other.
Yes.
Okay.
18 hits.
All right. So that's a D8 plus 3 plus 10. Wow, that is a shitty roll. 14 piercing damage.
Casual 14 shitty roll. Okay.
Oh, it was a 1 on the D8. I wish it would have been more. And then I'm going to shoot it again. This time we'll have Dread Ambusher's extra D8 of force damage if it hits. Oh, not as good. 12 to hit? I rolled
Yeah,
2
12 still
10s.
hits.
Oh my god. I rolled 2 10s with advantage.
Dang.
Ugh. Okay, that's a lot better. 22 damage.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to step into the room, but off into to the left or into as close as I can get to a wall or a corner away from the creature. So maybe 20 or 30 feet away if there's enough room.
Okay, cool. So you make your way into the room as you start halting this thing. As you get closer and closer into the room, you start to get a better idea of what this thing is. But it is just this, just a completely gross mass of kind of everything that may have been absorbed by it. Seems to be all the mouths and everything are from previous creatures that ended up kind of taking into itself, as nothing seems to kind of match. It's all just kind of a haphazardness of different mouths, eyes, as well as flesh that this thing is just kind of
How
constructed.
many tongues does it have?
We'll go with 7. 7 tongues.
I
I want them all.
My eyes glisten as I realize this.
What's the meme going around on Twitter when someone gets a boner? It's like neuron activation.
Oh my god.
Cool. So it would be this thing now. It is restrained, so it can't necessarily make any sort of movement. But I would need Foghorn, Abraxos, and Tenach to all make wisdom saving throws.
Ooh, hot, hot, hot. All right.
Ooh. 21.
16.
Hmm. 12.
Well, okay.
12.
Tenach, I need you to now roll a d8.
Seven.
Okay. Now I need you to roll a d20.
Okay. 4.
Okay. So as you all open up the door, this creature is just speaking gibberish. Nothing seems to exactly be making sense, but suddenly Tenach, you seem to kind of be taken over by something. As you actually go to take a swing at Abraxos, and in the process, you do end up missing him. But thankfully, because his back was turned, he does not see any of this happen. As you just kind of just take a swing into the air randomly. You know this happened, and you're kind of bewildered by it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What the hell are you doing, Tenach?
Didn't see me. Didn't see me swing at you. Talking about.
Let's see.
Oh, you definitely swung at him. What's going on?
I don't know, guys. Just do a haha sweat kind of thing. Just like,
Ah, sweat.
something may have entered my mind.
Neuron activation.
The Abraxos, can you make a dexterity saving throw as well?
Oh. All right, hold on.
Or, I'm sorry, I misread this. Okay, yes, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
$16.
Nice.
So, suddenly, out of one of these mouths, a gigantic ball of spit actually comes out from it. As it flies right towards you. It does end up hitting your shield, and on impact, it actually explodes, but a ton of light ends up encompassing the room. You're fine. I will need
You son of a
the other
bitch.
3 to make dexterity saving throws, though.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Well, Wall has to make one.
Everybody else.
All of you except for
Oh, okay, good.
You said dexterity saving throws?
Dexterity, yes.
Ooh. 5.
16.
12.
Okay. So, Foghorn and Tenach, you were both blind.
I just.
Which means you will have disadvantage on your attack rolls. Against this.
Wait.
Wait.
I'm gonna use one of my luck points.
Yo! Yes! Let's go!
17.
Yeah!
There we go. You are fine then.
Wait, that's the inspiration, right?
No, that's
No, it's a
so when we
talent.
chose our feats at level
Oh.
4, I chose lucky as
Ooh.
mine.
Nice.
On a long rest, I have 3 lucky points where on saving throws or attack, basically anything with a d20, if I roll low, I can roll again and cash in one of those 3.
That's sick.
I'd forgotten you
Damn.
took lucky as a feat. Nice.
I
I
just
was
was
debating
reading about
doing
it.
that too. That's a good one to
Ooh.
pick.
Yeah,
That's
because
really good.
yeah, it's great. I love it,
Or-
and
nice.
this is perfect
Oh.
case for
I'm blind as heck.
it.
You're unfortunately blinded, and in the process, as this light kind of encompassed the room, it does, for a second, actually get a view of Tenach, that rock. But
This is basically Tenach.
or I'm sorry, sorry. And unfortunately, it can't make any sort of additional attack, but it does have a general idea where you are.
Okay.
But that would mean Foghorn, you are up next.
All right.
Or actually,
I'm-
you and Abraxos both rolled the same.
If I can go, actually, you can go first.
You sure?
Yes.
By all means. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, I am not going to attack. What I'm going to do is, let me just make sure. Because I don't know what the fuck this thing's gonna do. It's already fucking bonkers doing some shit. So I'm going to. Oh, actually, no. It's supposed to. No, I'm gonna attack. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith, and I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith. So now I'm at 22 AC.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him, and then I'm gonna if I hit, I'm gonna use Divine Smite. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Thirteen.
13.
Yeah.
It does hit.
Ooh. Hot, hot, hot. All right. So regular roll. So that is for 9. And then my 2d8 for 9. So 9 piercing, 9 radiant.
Okay, so 18 total damage on this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so your war pick just kind of slashes through basically this gigantic mound of flesh as teeth start to kind of fly out from it, as it's just kind of a ton of different mouths and eyes start to explode from it as well. But this thing seemingly has quite a few chunks taken out of it.
Oh my god, this is so gross.
Okay. I am gonna walk up to Tenach and use Lesser Restoration. I touch a creature and can either end one disease or one condition afflicting it. Condition can be blinded, and a bunch of other stuff. But since he's blind, I would like to remove his blindness.
Hey.
Nice.
You can see it again.
That's it. I do have to
Okay.
walk up and like touch him
Touch him.
to do that, but I assume I'm not like
We're all
walking right in the path of this thing to do so.
Yeah, no, you two were pretty much on top of one another at this point.
Cool.
So
Hmm.
awesome. So now
That's
that
it.
you can see Tenach, you can go ahead and do something against this thing that was decided to blind you.
I will. Man, I really want to use one of these fireballs.
Do it.
It's gonna blow up everywhere though.
It's a pretty big explosion for a small room.
You won't.
Yeah.
It's 20-foot radius, isn't it?
Yeah, it would encompass the whole room.
Yeah, you get
Yep.
fucking smoked.
Yikes.
It will all get smoked. Shit.
Everybody run out the door and on the way out. Yeet.
Oh.
So yeah, Abraxos is right on it. So can't do ice
All right.
knife. Can it see Kai right now from that light explosion?
It was kind of an abrupt explosion. It was almost like a flashbang. So cannot see where Kai is, but has a general idea of where Kai is because it's still relying on dark vision at this point.
Okay. All right. Never mind. I won't use Moonbeam then. Dang. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and.
You can do whatever you
Uh,
want. It don't halt for me.
I'll just try and hit it with the mace. I'll just try and
Okay.
give it a little whack.
Okay. Walk up into the room and go ahead and
And that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
nice. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
My 1d6 plus 1. 3 damage.
Well, then
That's
did you
with
roll it twice?
your 20.
Oh, you gotta roll twice? Okay.
Yeah, with advantage. Or not with advantage, but on nat 20, you roll your die twice.
Okay. So, yeah. 9 damage then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you waltz into the room, now with your newly found vengeance from being blinded, you go to take a swing at and has a few different eye stalks that kind of fly off of it, and you just kind of swipe your way through several of them as eyes just start kind of squishing and flying, sending matter up against the actual wall itself. As this thing, while it was kind of a weird like mass, it does start to like slowly deflate in a sense as it starts to just kind of pull around the room, and whatever movement and sort of gibberish it was speaking seems to kind of stop completely.
Okay.
It's dead, as much as you can say that from some sort of weird abomination sort of thing.
So it's less of a
Cease to
creature,
move.
more just a pool of flesh at this point.
Yeah. It's just a disgusting mass.
Okay. Cool.
Killing blow.
Do you want these tongues?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get to it.
From a general
You're
look
now
around
in
the room.
possession of 7 new tongues.
From a general look around the pool, can I, without like digging through the mass of flesh, can I see if there's any? Can I make an investigation check to check for teeth?
I mean,
I was gonna give them to Foghorn for his necklace. Hello.
hey,
There we go.
goofy.
I can't figure it out because I never lost connection, but it was showing that I wasn't in Discord. And but I was still in, so I completely like Alt Shift deleted or shut the program down, and now it's working. So hopefully that solves the issue, because I can't think of anything else to do with it.
Right.
Okay.
But what I was saying was, can I make an investigation check to find as many teeth as possible for Foghorn's necklace?
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check on this massive just flesh.
I hope I fail this. I really do. I just want to see what happens.
Murderer, dentist, he does it all.
That's a 16 minus 1, so 15.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is kind of a mass of mouths, more or less, like just mouths and eyes. So you definitely find a ton of teeth on this thing. You also notice inside of one of its mouths, you can't quite make out what it is because of everything else that surrounds it. Some sort of large red object.
I'm gonna pull out one of my swords and just kind of cut around it and see if, without touching whatever it is, try to scoop it out from the mass of flesh and junk. And then with my other hand, I'm gonna hand a big stack of teeth to Foghorn. What in the world is this? And am I able to kind of drag it out with my sword without touching whatever it is?
Yeah. So you kind of debone around this thing more or less, and you slowly start to make its way out, and it's this weird red, small, flat stone that seems like it could basically fit into the palm of your hand. It has what looks like 3 actual eyes on it that aren't actually open, and it doesn't seem to be any sort of movement from it. But from all of the explanations that you've had of this thing over the past few days, I believe that it could be the Stone of Galore.
Well, maybe one of the Xanathar thugs had an unfortunate encounter with this gibbering blob. And I'm going to reach down and I'm going to pick the stone up. Does anything happen when I pick it up? Or is it just
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Gotta
What?
Rub it between your palms. Start a fire.
I'm gonna. Oh well, there's no light in here anyway. Dang it! The one time that backfires.
Actually, I'll just create some light from my druid craft.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have that too.
Nice.
I'm gonna walk.
Create some light.
I'm gonna walk over to Tenach and just hold it as close so we can examine it as I kind of scrape off bits of flesh, possibly another tongue. And something oddly fleshy and phallic that I don't want to touch.
Okay. Yeah, so as you pull this thing out and kind of bring it on over, it again seems to be exactly what you would have thought it to be. I went ahead and I shared it. But it's just this, again, just small stone that fits kind of in the palm of your hand. Fairly smooth outside of these 3 eyes that also kind of look like eyelids as well.
All this turmoil, all this fighting for this? This little stone. And I'm gonna show it to everybody. What is it, like the size of the palm of my hand? Or is
Yeah,
it
it
okay?
basically fits in your hand.
Okay. I'm just kind
This
of
thing was holding that stone. This little thing. This is crazy. We had a hard time with the grandma.
She was quite the comedian. I had a wholehearty laugh in her home.
Yeah, I
I
bet
won't.
you did.
Whatever she said was absolutely hilarious.
Mm.
This thing, on the other hand, I don't even want to know what it was at any point. Is anybody familiar with any type of this type of magic? It's not really my forte. I don't really want to mishandle this or activated it prematurely, but if this really is what everyone's looking for, then
I only have +2.
And would it be Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not me. I'm -1.
Not me.
What you got?
+1.
Damn, I guess I'm the +2 here.
You're the best person.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on this stone. See what I can come up with.
Okay.
11. Never mind.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
So you figure from all the stories that this thing would be have some sort of magical property. The fact that it's able to show off some sort of riches amongst Waterdeep, but you don't get any sort of recognition of magic coming from it.
Yep.
hmm.
Yep. Yeah. I don't really sense any magic from it. Not right now.
Well, we did speak with the Open Lords. The sooner we can get this thing into the hands of somebody who's not willing to kill half the city for it, or launch renegade fireballs over it, the better, in my mind. Not to say that I wasn't opposed to you throwing a fireball into this room after this creature was... we found whatever this was, but I just didn't want to be a part of that fireball. But I'll leave it up to you, gentlemen. I think we should give this to the Lords of Waterdeep and let them decide the fate of this city.
Yeah. Does this room seem like a dead end?
Yeah, there's nothing else in this room. It was just kind of a storeroom coming off of that one that housed all the different, like the wine cellar.
Would this be a good place to pause for next session?
Yeah, probably. The next part would be kind of if you would like to deliver the stone, you could, and kind of goes from there. But I mean, this is a fine place to pause.
Okay.
I think so too.
Yeah. It's a good 3-hour session.
Yeah.
Got work tomorrow. All the fun things,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sounds
And
good
I'm
to
off
me.
work tomorrow.
Nice.
That's me.
Let's keep playing, boys.
Let us normal folk know what it's like to have a Monday off.
I know. Yeah, that's good.
That was a fun session.
Yeah, that was great. That was very fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Lucky came in clutch.
Yeah, right.
I gotta remember I have mine. I have the dragon wings. I can, if one of you guys fails on a or if you're gonna get attacked, I can shield you and I roll a d4 and it adds that much to your AC for the turn. So if somebody hits you for 18 or whatever, I can just be like, nope. I can put the wings around you and then roll a
Hell
d4, then you get that bonus.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. They're like dragon wings.
Is that like once per long rest or?
I think I could do it twice. Yeah, twice per long rest, and then I get 1 free cast of Cure Wounds every long rest too.
Ooh.
I get a free heal.
Mm,
Yep.
nice. Well, I think that's a good stopping point if you guys are good.
Yeah. That was good sesh, boys.
Sweet. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to the
Decide-
next one.
Decide what to
Indeed.
do with this rolling or this little chaos stone that seems to bounce around the city.
Yeah. I'll probably just take those stairs out up to the ground level, I guess. Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun, guys. Balsamic, thank you
Indeed.
so much.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.